Wake up with us every morning.
We'll bring you news at its peak.
Accurate and factual report.
Morning Dew, where every sunrise begins with inspiration and fresh perspectives.
Hello there, good morning and welcome to Morning Dew on Dott Television. Today is another day that we partner with you to share ideas of what goes on in our country and be part of what is happening. That's how we want to start. My name is Henry Uzo, and of course, I'm in the studio with Success Benjamin.
We are here this morning to bring you all the good things happening around the globe and also interesting stories. Rise and shine, Nigeria. Your day just got brightened. And I am Success Benjamin. Uzo, how are you doing this morning?
I'm cool. This your smile. This your smile different this morning.
Oh my, why are you blushing me? You're making me blush anyway.
What's up?
Yes, everything good, everything nice. It's a fruitful Thursday morning anyway.
Yeah, I'm a football lover. I was not happy that there was no match yesterday. Yesterday was match holiday, so it was a bit dull for me. But we look forward to Morocco today. Morocco is taking on France to see how far Africa can go in the competition.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it seriously.
Okay, so which of the team are you supporting?
Of course, Morocco.
I know.
We have to be patriotic in this matter.
Yes.
So Morocco is the only African country remaining. So we have to, in fact, Africa has to stand, sit, and of course, wedge Morocco. We expect a win today.
Yes, we just have to,
give
them this positive vibe, morale, the cheers.
It's important.
You understand? So
before we proceed, sometimes I call you Queen Success. And people will be wondering, are you a queen?
Of course.
How? by birth or by pageantry? You contested
pageantry. Yes, Queen Miss Oya 6.
Some other day we'll talk about it. Maybe we'll bring you as guest. Well, viewers, stay tuned. We'll be back after this break. Wake up with us every morning.
We'll bring you news at its peak.
Accurate and factual report.
Morning Dew, where every sunrise begins with inspiration and fresh perspectives.
Yes, welcome back. Straight up, we go for news update, and of course, Success is ever ready. Success.
Welcome to News Update on Morning Dew. First of all, we give you stories happening in Nigeria, and here we have former Vice President Yemi Osibanjo has been appointed President of the Board of Trustees of the Nigerian Conservation Foundation, succeeding Philip Asiodu, who served in the role for more than 25 years. The appointment announced during the foundation's annual general meeting in Lagos. Adding to growing list of leadership roles Osinbajo has taken on since leaving public office. Earlier this year, he was named Senior Strategic Advisor to the Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, to co-chair of the Future of Development Cooperation Coalition alongside Arancha Gonzalez Laya, and Global Advisor to the Global Energy Alliance for People and Planet, where he supports clean energy investment and Africa's participation in global carbon markets. Now, over to, the Minister of Defense, General Christopher Musa, retired, he has warned that any security operative who fails to confront bandits or terrorists while claiming to be awaiting orders will be treated as a collaborator. General Musa gave the warning on Wednesday during the commissioning of 62 operational vehicles and other security equipment worth 27.127 billion naira procured by the Sokoto state government. He directed security personnel to act immediately against armed criminals, saying officers should not wait for further instructions before engaging terrorists or bandits. The defense minister also commended Sokoto State Governor Ahmed Aliyu for providing logistics and operational support to security agencies. He describes the investment as a demonstration of responsible leadership and a commitment to strengthening security in the state. General Musa added that the newly commissioned armored vehicles and tactical equipment will improve operational mobility, intelligence gathering, and the protection of security personnel in the fight against insurgency and banditry. Now on entertainment, Nigeria veteran Nollywood actor Jim Ike has described Nigeria's entertainment industry as a spiritually challenging environment, saying it often promotes self-glorification rather than faith in God. Speaking during an interview on Wednesday, the actor said, "Many people in the industry are treated like demigods, making it difficult to remain spiritually grounded without a conscious effort." According to him, the entertainment industry can encourage excessive admiration and pride, adding that staying connected to God requires intentional commitment. Jim Ike said, "Unless you deliberately pursue God, it is easy to lose your spiritual focus. I have seen people cry simply because I walked into a room as though I was something special. But true greatness is finding God, even in places where His presence is rarely acknowledged." Now, moving on to sports, we have Fulham Football Club has confirmed the appointment of Alvaro Abello as its new head coach on a 3-year contract. The 43-year-old has signed a deal that will keep him at Graven Cottage until the summer of 2029. He succeeds Marco Silva, who left the club after 5 years to return to Portugal and take charge of XL Benfica. Reports say former manager Jose Mourinho recommended Abello to Fulham owner Shahid Khan during discussions over the managerial vacancy. Speaking after signing his contract, Abello described the appointment as a great honor. He thanked Shahid Khan and Tony Khan for their confidence in him and said he is excited to lead Fulham in the Premier League. A former defender, Abello made 237 appearances for Real Madrid and earned 56 caps for Spain. He was part of Spain's squad that won the 2010 FIFA World Cup and the UEFA European Championship in 2008 and 2012. Abello also said he is looking forward to meeting the Fulham supporters at Craven Cottage and beginning pre-session with the players, expressing confidence with the team will enjoy a successful journey together. Now on foreign news, the United States has launched a new wave of military strikes against Iran, according to U.S. Central Command. The operation was carried out in response to recent attacks on commercial vessels in the Strait of Hormuz, a key global oil shipping route. U.S. Central Command said the strikes were intended to impose heavy costs on Iran for targeting commercial shipping and endangering civilian crew. The latest escalation comes shortly after President Donald Trump revoked a waiver that had allowed the sale of Iranian oil, further straining relations despite a memorandum of understanding signed 3 weeks ago. While Iran has denied responsibility for the attacks, U.S. officials say negotiations aimed at reaching a final agreement between both countries will continue. And that's it on News Update on Morning Dew. Stay with us. When we return, plenty more to come.
Wake up with us every morning.
We'll bring you news at its peak.
Accurate and factual report.
Morning Dew, where every sunrise begins with inspiration and fresh perspectives.
Yes, welcome back. And of course, we go straight to the papers. We're looking at the papers today that have come. We have the pointer. And of course, in the pointer, we have Delta State government donates operational vehicles to correctional centers. That is what we used to call the prisons. And of course, tourism. FG issues shoot at site order. Terrorism. FG issues shoot at site order. Then, of course, 13-month salary. TUC 6 dialogue on implementation framework. That's for workers in Delta State. That's all we have from the pointer.
And over to Business Day, we have the FG records borrowing pushes bond yield higher as investors demand bigger returns. Also, we have Premium Trust Fund merge in first pension recapitalization deal. Circle Ventures invests $3.25 billion in Flutterwave to expand stablecoin payments. And that's it for Business Day.
Next is the Daily Trust. And of course, we have a very graphic illustration of how that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has inaugurated door-to-door movements. Is welcome to the inauguration of the national executives of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu door-to-door movement. I'm sure that's ahead of campaigns. And of course, right there we have North must unite against banditry, terrorism, says Sultan. That's all we take from the Daily Trust.
Over to Daily Times, we have Abbas blocks attempts to summon Tinubu, insists House must follow approved motion. And also we have here, aviation crisis looms as NAP threatens showdown over mountain debts. How NNPC's $20 billion gas deal failed to deliver 2 million PBD oil production targets. And here we have, don't wait for orders. Musa reissues shoot on sight order to troops. And that's it on the Daily Times.
Next is the Guardian newspaper. And of course, a flurry of headlines there. The banner headline says, legal distractions, intimidation, weaken opposition's 2027 contest. That's on page 6. And of course, we have PFIPC probe divides National Assembly as ADC Atiku insists on independent inquiry. We also have seen a 15-year jail term, asset forfeiture for fake drug dealers. Then we have Tinubu hails Benue's industrial growth as earlier comments FG's reforms. That's all we can take. Okay. NANS names for the 3 infrastructure institutions of NEFUND, double tuition scandal. All right, that's all we can take from the Guardian.
Moving on to Punch, the front page, we have 6 legal hurdles before INEC. Rising prices threatens Nigeria's poverty reduction gains. Alleged funding suspension throws reps into rowdy session. And that's it for the Punch this morning.
All right, we take the Nation. Circle Ventures invests in Flutterwave at $3.25 billion valuation, boost cross-border payments. And of course, we still have the inauguration. Okay, senators, reps differ on fake agency. And then we still have the issue of inauguration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu door-to-door movement. That's all from the Nation.
Over to Daily Sun. Right here we have commotion in House of Representatives over motion to summon Tinubu. Lawmakers kick against plan to suspend constituency projects. PFIPC. ADC Atiku reject ICPC probe insists on independent inquiry. Tinubu is earlier for job creation through industrial revival, peaceful environment. Joint Military Chief of Army Staff begs Southeast. And that's all for Daily Sun.
Right, next is the Vanguard. And of course, still on the issue of PFIPC, I will give documents to DSS, police, Adeyemi says. Of course, still on the issue of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu door-to-door movement inauguration, we have it there. And of course, rising cost of essentials to push more Nigerians into, rising cost of essentials to push more Nigerians into poverty. That's all we can take on the Vanguard.
Moving on to Nigerian Tribune, we have ADC MBF Atiku fought Tinubu over ICPC probe of PFIPC. That's the Nigerian Tribune. And here we have 2 killed in Ibadan violence. And we have S&P places Nigeria on watch list for possible frontline markets reclassification. And that's it for the Nigerian Tribune.
Well, that's the headlines in the papers. When we come back, we shall have enough to chew so that we can all be on the same page on what is happening in the country. Stay with us. We'll be back. Wake up with us every morning.
We'll bring you news at its peak. Accurate and factual report.
Morning Dew, where every sunrise begins with inspiration and fresh perspectives.
Wake up with us every morning.
We'll bring you news at its peak. Accurate and factual report.
Morning Dew, where every sunrise begins with inspiration and fresh perspectives.
Yes, welcome back. And of course, we're going straight to issues because Godfrey Barker is already on set. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you so very much.
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. You guys are doing great.
You're not thanking God it's Thursday.
It's not yet Friday.
So when it gets to just Friday,
Yeah, that's
thank
what
God
we
it's
time to
Friday.
reunite
God-
with the
God
family.
God has taken us through another week.
Through another
Yeah.
week.
Okay. All right. There are a few issues that we must talk about. The members of the House of Representatives were rowdy yesterday over a motion to invite Mr. President to the floor of the House. Now, invitation for what? And why should he be rowdy? They have the power to invite him.
Yes.
They didn't arrest him.
Interestingly, that motion eventually didn't fly through. It didn't fly through. Yeah, it was raised in the floor of the House by a member that represents a constituency in Abia State.
Okay.
He's of the Labour Party, and but the takeaway there is that a majority of the members feel that it is not part of our democratic practice here to invite the president to question him on certain things. And that is why some of us believe that perhaps there is something not adding up with the kind of democracy we are practicing. It's not monarchy. We are practicing a democracy, and we do expect that in a democracy, the principle of servant leadership, the people are the core of democracy. Okay. The power actually resides with the people. Whoever is there as a president is holding it in trust for the people. And the National Assembly represents the primary constituent of democracy. And so it is baffling when a number of the members of the National Assembly felt that there was something untoward about asking the president to come. The issue was germane. Don't forget that we are having expedited budgetary funding for an agency they say is non-existent. And here we are, the members of the National Assembly are saying they have constituency projects all across the nation that should translate into development, but that is not being funded.
Because we're saying there's no money.
Exactly.
And now there's money to...
Even when IMF has come up with the issue of statistical discrepancy and spending outside the budget and all that, so members of the National Assembly, a number of them felt that it is time to hold leadership accountable. And that they wouldn't wait until Nigerians flood the street, that they are the representative of the people, that Mr. President should come to the National Assembly, which is the sacred place of democracy. If he can come there to present a budget, if he can come there to present an appropriation bill that is passed into a budget, then what is wrong in asking him, Mr. President, is it possible for you to come over here? We are inviting you. But of course, because certain persons no longer understand the real tenets of democracy. And we have seen a situation where institutions are watered down, and we are seeing the emergence of strong men, which is dangerous to democracy. We now see a situation where the House went into a rowdy session because some people who are called loyalists to the president felt that it was denigrating to ask quote and unquote the father of the nation to come to the National Assembly. That is disrespectful. So that was what led to the very rowdy section.
Maybe that explains the fact that all of us now are your mandates. We stand.
We
And
stand.
then, of course, maybe we are now adopting Yoruba culture, where you don't call elders to question.
And you don't even look at their face
in terms
when
of
they are
age,
talking.
In terms of age, who is older than all of them.
Yeah.
In terms of authority, he has higher power than
He
them.
possibly sponsored the election
And
of
then
a number of them.
And then, of course, you know, there are certain times they put something in their pigeonholes. Their pigeonholes.
Yeah, the Senate president once called it a prayer request or prayer point.
Request. So you do, it's about stomach infrastructure, as we can see.
But it's not healthy
But
for
you see,
our
but you
democracy.
see, it's not good. It's stunting our growth.
Exactly.
Because the law says, and it's practicable by we're actually practicing the presidential system of government in America. Is that not?
Yes, it is.
There's something executive. There's something they call it in democracy. That's what we're practicing. And if the Congress can invite Mr. Trump to come and explain one or two, what's wrong with
and the Prime Minister of Britain comes over and over again to the House, to the Parliament, to explain things.
Do you know it trickles down to the state level? I've not heard of where they invited Mr. Governor to come and explain one or two. Like you said, the only time that they come, the principals come to the House of Assembly is to come and present the almighty
appropriation bill to be considered.
We leave their job for them
and be padded for there to eventually be executive injection.
Finish, people will score them. All right, let's look at the numerous battles INEC is involved in alongside parties, building up to 2027. How do these things affect us? I hope we are not going to come to a situation where the election is postponed again because of legal battles.
Yeah, elections might not be postponed, but the fears are growing that they might not be credible and they might become subject of adjudication, and we wouldn't want to end up in another June 12 or something, because for the first time in our democracy, we are seeing a situation where INEC is embroiled in multiple litigations. The presidential election is expected to hold January 16th. January 16th. It's less than 7 months from now. January 16th. And the governorship and state houses of our assembly election to hold February 6th. You understand? So by INEC guideline, by now, parties, especially those in opposition, ought to know how to have uploaded and know who their candidates are. But very curiously, and not a safe one at that, we are seeing a situation where a number of them are still in court with INEC over issues that ought to have been long clarified. You understand? It's worrisome that one of them, their presidential candidate, has had to come up yesterday to say that he's not even too sure that he will be alive to run this election. His business is being strangulated and they are after him, and then one begins to wonder, democracy should be about giving level playing field. But if INEC is not independent enough to allow the parties have have a level playing ground, and we now see a situation where people have said INEC seem to have become an extension of the ruling party, because of the mode of the emergence of the INEC chairman, who should owe allegiance to the people who appointed him from the classroom, the university classroom as a professor, I think from University of Jos, to where he is now. Of course, that is the worrisome development, because it's expected that by now, these legal battles, and to be very candid, the judiciary is not helping matters. In democracy, especially...
It's still an appendage of the
executive. In democracy, especially a democracy that is here trying to find its food, we expect that an independent judiciary should play a historic role to make our democratic principles to be to be firmly rooted.
Yeah.
But what we have now is a culture where people brazen impunity could steal your mandate and tell you go to court. Because the question is who's court?
Yeah.
Who's caught?
Go to court. Before you get to the court, the verdict
verdict
is
is already
already
in your disfavor.
predictably in your disfavor. And so the fear is that the judiciary is no longer the last hope of the ordinary man. And it's not playing the historic role that is expected to play in these circumstances to deepen our democratic practices.
Well, now
that's why INEC is in a quagmire.
Let's look at it, Frank. To what extent, in all these legal battles, to what extent are the parties themselves innocent, I mean? To what extent are they ignorant? Because we see issues of factionalizations. If
Factionalization, a number of the factionalization, they are not a reflection of lack of administration.
what do they reflect?
They are reflections more of infiltration from external forces.
Okay.
Infiltration. We've seen a situation where the sitting governor of Oyo State has come out to say he was in a meeting with the minister of the Federal Capital Territory and the president of Nigeria.
Okay.
And where the minister promised the president that I will hold down PDP for you.
I will hold down PDP.
I will hold down PDP for you.
Now that you have gone there, which party is Wike now?
He's holding down PDP for Mr. President.
So is he a member of the PDP or a member of the APC?
That explains the factionalization in PDP. Hold down PDP, factionalize it, talk to the governors, let them move over, because there is now a constitutional safety valve that the house is burning. But Henry, when your house is burning, do you run away to another person's house, leaving your wife and your family?
They call the fire service.
Does common sense not call for you to call the fire service? Even before the fire service come, you do what you can as a man to use fire, to use water to put down the fire.
Yeah.
You know, so you don't run away from your house because it is burning. So that's where we are, where there are people who are supposed to be Democrats, but they are deliberately holding down some political parties, not allowing them to grow, so that we don't have opposition. And a democracy without opposition, my brother, is not a democracy. Because people are denied of their right of choice, making choice.
All right, we are going to take a short break. We'll continue with the conversation. When we come back, it's about paper review.
Wake up with us every morning.
We'll bring you news at its peak.
Accurate and factual report.
Morning Dew, where every sunrise begins with inspiration and fresh perspectives.
Come back. We are still on paper review and, of course, dealing on issues at the national level. Still at the national level, we have Defense Minister orders soldiers to shoot at terrorists. Of course, they should shoot at them, but the instruction coming publicly. What does it say? What's happening?
Henry, and of course, success. I will look at you eyeball to eyeball and tell you that Nigeria is at a crossroad.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is the truth. Nigeria is at a crossroad.
Yes.
Okay.
What the Minister of Defense just said confirmed not just what has been speculated,
Yes.
but confirmed what there are people who have had to resign from the Nigerian army. They have had to resign from the battle against insurgency. And people ask them why. They say they've never seen a battle situation where if you shoot at the opponent, then of course you are sacked.
Okay.
You know,
So
they
that was
they
given on
deploy
the
you.
ground.
That they are not allowed to shoot.
Jesus is Lord.
You see them coming, and until you get a command, an order to shoot, you don't shoot. So
how
they
do-
can
how
come
do
and
you get
disarm
a hold
you.
of the situation? And
So how will you win the war?
will you
And we
win
have
the
been
battle?
voting money into this war
So you
19 years
So
on.
you can have
You
arms and then you are shot at.
you are shot at. And so people
shot
said
dead.
they are tired of, Nigerian soldiers said they are tired of being used as sacrificial lamb in a dynamics of a war they cannot understand. And so now that he has come to say, don't wait for order.
Shoots.
What is the in linguistics and study of semantics? The implication there is that there was an existing order
Okay.
that you do not shoot until you
you
are
are told
ordered
to
to
do so.
shoot. And that has been the dilemma of the war against insurgency. Don't shoot until you are ordered. And when your officer who is in charge of that command say don't
You
shoot,
obey the last order.
that we have an order, a superior order, that they are to be radicalized.
You want to
They are to be rehabilitated.
Reintegrated.
They are to be reintegrated into the system. And they come and kill generals, slaughter them, and video their slaughtering. You know, so if General Chris can come up now and tell us that as a defense minister, he's giving a fresh order that for us to win the war against insurgency,
see them, shoot them.
shoot. If you see them, shoot them. If you do not shoot them,
We
we
treat
treat
you,
you
yes.
as collaborators.
collaborator.
So perhaps we are getting to a point where we will begin to see light at the end of the tunnel. Because thus far, the money that should go to rebuild our educational institution,
health
the
system.
university you attended, if you visit there now, you will cry. The hostel, the room you stayed in, the hostel where you stayed, you can't get in there. They look like where they train poultry, piggery, in fact. And that's the Nigeria we have before us. Because we are directing
And
what
mon-
should go
and
into...
money is being wasted in the name of fighting terrorism.
Exactly. It's become a business for some people. So it is instructive that the defense minister is now telling the Nigerian military, we need to get out of this mess. Don't wait for order to shoot. If you do not shoot, we
treat you
as a saboteur, that you are collaborating with them. You are as good as being one of them. So that is where we are in the war against insurgency.
I hope this order stands, because we've really gotten into mess with this kind of situation where soldiers will get orders not to shoot at banditries and
or they are told to wait.
They are told to
Until
wait
they get
until they get
you are told
until you are
order.
told to shoot.
Meanwhile, you're having your arms.
And you are having arms
you're
to,
seeing your enemy.
Yes.
It's something else. I just hope
Wonderful.
this stands and we make headways.
Yes,
That's our hope.
Whatever,
Yes.
It's our prayer.
whatever,
It's our
whatever
desire.
we do or say, our desire is for results. It is not impossible to wipe out bandits and terrorists
Completely.
from our territory. That's why we have soldiers to defend our territorial integrity. Well, so much on that. Now let's come to the issue of ICPC probe. Yesterday, we saw the president gave order that ICPC had 30 days to probe the issue of a fake agency. Now, opposition, they are saying no, that it should be independent probe.
Yes.
The prevarication has started. Because all these ones are delaying the...
Opposition believe that the 30 days ICPC probe is a time-buying strategy.
It's a farce.
It's a farce, that nothing will come out of it. When the people have lost confidence in the system, then, it's a danger signal. So we are also having the same opinion here that an independent judicial inquiry
Yeah.
ought to have been more appropriate
Yeah. Judicial
in this
Commission of Inquiry.
circumstance.
Yeah.
Yeah. A commission
Yeah.
to be set up because so much is at stake.
So much.
It's not just, look, if I am, you've been in the House of Assembly, you were in the House of Assembly as Chief Press Secretary.
That's right.
Yes, I know enough of that about you. And of course, you know that there are things you do, it rubs off on your principal.
That's right.
Because they believe that your principal is a big masquerade. Tinubu could not have come to negotiate with Adeyemi
No.
and say, give me 400 million
No.
ahead of time. 200 million is outstanding for me to give you, to make you DG.
Yeah.
Then we will share the takeoff grant, and then you have a budgetary line charge.
Tinubu should be too big for that.
is too big for that.
Yeah.
So if Gbajabiamila comes out, then it is believed that there is no serious difference between Tinubu and Gbajabiamila.
Yeah.
He's chief of
staff. Yeah.
of the presidency. And so much people believe that it's beyond Gbajabiamila.
Yeah.
The president himself, should show.
Should come and claim himself.
Yes.
Yeah.
The president himself should show that he should be above suspicion. Because, like it is said, if gold should rust, what will iron do? If as the symbol, our chamber of democracy, our hallowed chamber of democracy, is thrown in this kind of level of scandal, then what is the hope of our democracy? So it is believed that, because up till yesterday night, Adeyemi was still speaking, that whatever panel that is set up is on the front page of Punch and other papers. I have documents to present.
Yeah.
It's not, I have documents to present. Then we should be able to look at the documents and see whether they are forged documents. Because they are saying it's phony. He's a DG of 2 critical agencies under the presidency. And he has operated for over years and had allocation in the budget. So it says it's the sharing formula of the takeoff grant
That is
between him.
brouhaha.
That Gbajabiamila wants 47%, which he believes is too much because he still has an outstanding 200 million to pay. So if you are buying appointments, then where is the place of the fight against corruption? That is the critical question.
And then where is the place?
National Assembly is distancing itself that there is no petition before them on this matter. Why Nigerians are saying
they cannot come in.
yeah, that's why they cannot come in. And that was as at Tuesday. As at yesterday, Wednesday, they now said they cannot go into it because the matter is beyond it's before ICPC. As at Tuesday upon their resumption, there was no petition before them.
Yeah.
As at yesterday, the matter had gone to ICPC, so they cannot go into it. That is not the hallmark of democratic representation.
Well, this matter, because whether you like it or not, it has splashed mud on every face, whether it's the executive, whether it's the legislature. The point is, appropriately, a judicial commission of inquiry is important in this matter.
Yes.
Critically
independent of whether, because as it is, if budget pass through the National Assembly, then of course, if anything goes wrong, it should take responsibility because you are deemed to have seen the budget and certified as,
exactly.
prosecuted.
And the secretary to the government of the federation played a role. CBN is involved.
You see?
And the head of service did sign a release paper for 300 staff to be part of that agency. And he had the letterhead of the presidency. And there's a photograph that is everywhere online of a photograph he took just standing behind the vice president. So he is integral to the running of the presidency. I think it's the deputy speaker, Carlo, who said that he fell into the photograph he took with Adeyemi because he reached him with a letterhead of the presidency, and so it is. So it is difficult. Not many Nigerians are convinced by the narrative of the presidency that he is a con man. But rather, it's more like as if there is a culture lack of accountability and lack of transparency that is pervasively so on the presidency, and it's not good for our democracy.
Let me come in here. Nigerians believe that this 30 days is a window of kind of escape or silencing this issue before Nigerians. Before the 30 days, it would just vanish. So the most important thing is bringing in an independent judiciary system or a commission to look into this issue. We will get result within a week.
Well,
within a week, we'll have results.
The thing is, the way we have operated in this country, even when the judicial, the Commission of Inquiry comes up, they will still submit to the president.
Who is going to set up the commission?
Who is going to tell us what is their finding?
Because there's also another possibility.
They will not tell you what is their finding.
There's another possibility.
Yes.
That in the next 30 days, there would have been a more horrifying, a more horrendous event that would have made this one a child play. Or one that we will think less of this one.
So we think less of this one within the 30 days. We think less of it because
even the documents are burned.
Don't forget that a major actor in the whole of this horrifying drama has died. Okay, that was the prosy that through whom Adeyemi was reaching Bajabiamila with the money. And they said the hotel he was in caught fire. And so there is desperation about covering up the whole of the thing. But thank God the press is playing some level of role. This one is like
pregnancy.
But I think the more Adeyemi comes up to speak, the more he ties himself up with this whole issue. The more he comes up to speak, the more other things are being unveiling, other issues are being unveiling from it.
Yes, because it's of public interest. And Nigerians want to know how our system is run.
Let's take one issue.
Because of the desire for our system to run better than it is doing now.
Let's come to advocate for the people now. One of the papers said high cost of essentials to push more Nigerians into poverty. What a headline.
I think that comes from IMF.
Yes, high cost of essentials. Of course, when we say essentials, there are things that everybody needs.
Yes. So IMF's prediction that the inflationary trend in Nigeria, if you think it is bad, it could get worse because high cost of essentials, the basics. For there are things you can't do without. So that their high cost will be such that more Nigerians will be taken into the poverty. Nigeria is already the poverty capital of the world. Over 60% of Nigerians are
most people will not agree with you.
And yes, we are trying to rely on statistics. Some persons will say it's higher because it's growing by the day. That's why we require a visionary kind of leadership, to see how to stem this. That's why we need to have our economy work better. I watched a video yesterday and I held back tears. I watched a video of South Africa the day after xenophobia. And 98% of the shops and businesses have closed down because Nigerians left South Africa. What does that tell you about Nigerians as citizens? We are not lazy people.
No, we are not.
We are enterprising people. What we are asking for is the enabling environment. Fight insecurity. Let our economy be brought back to work. You will see that people will be happy to return to Nigeria and develop. We were what's called a sleeping giant. At some point, our national currency was higher than the value of those who colonized us.
That's right.
And at some point in this same country, some professors left Ghana to come to Nigeria and taught some of us when we were doing our advanced level courses in Lagos. Their doctors came to Nigeria and even needed to work here as nurses. We were there. And today, a leadership must be very, very insensitive if it's not touched that in this same Africa, Nigerians are being asked to leave South Africa. Nigerians are being asked to leave Ghana of all places. If you are not shocked at this point and you are in a position of authority and leadership, then you are unshockable. Nothing else can ever shock you.
Well, that's how we're going to end paper review for today. Sorry, it's on a note of bad news. But that's how it is.
Well,
We're
in the
still-
newsroom, bad news is good news.
Yes, bad news.
And if it bleeds, it leads.
Thank you,
Yes.
Godfrey, for coming to the program. Of course,
Do have a
I'm
great
still here
day.
with success.
Do have a great day.
When we come back, we continue with Morning Dew. Stay tuned. Wake up with us every morning.
We'll bring you news at its peak.
Accurate and factual report.
Morning Dew, where every sunrise begins with inspiration and fresh perspectives.
Dott Entertainment, your weekly dose of pure fun, airing every Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Saturdays, 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Only on Dott TV.
We impose extra burden on the masses. I feel your pain.
Only humility will lead us to unity, and unity will lead us to peace.
go to the market and sell their products.
From Harrison. That is a massive world record. Martinelli goes, boys, out of his goal. Martinelli! This will be 3 for
Dott Entertainment, your weekly dose of pure fun, airing every Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Saturdays, 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. only on Dott TV.
In the heart of Asaba, where the street tells the stories every single day.
From the corridors of powers to the decisions shaping governance and politics in Delta and Nigeria.
From traders counting every naira to families battling rising costs and uncertain times.
From football pitches to sporting successes to the major developments making the headlines all over the world.
And from the untold human stories, the struggles, victories, resilience, and hope of the everyday Nigerians.
This is the news beyond the headlines. Dott TV News are your trusted window to stories that truly matter to the people. Here, we don't just report events, we tell the human stories behind them.
We impose extra burden on the masses. I feel your pain.
Only humility will lead us to unity, and unity will lead us to peace.
Wake up with us every morning.
We'll bring you news at its peak.
Accurate and factual report.
Morning Dew, where every sunrise begins with inspiration and fresh perspectives.
Yes, welcome back. Looking around us as we continue, we find that Nigeria is surrounded by French-speaking countries. You have Niger, you have Chad, you have Cameroon, as it were, you have Republic of Benin, and all of them are surrounding us. And of course, there is the insistence by the federal government that Nigeria should be able to speak some French to be able to find its way through. Many Nigerians go from here to trade in Cotonou. Up north there, some go to Niger. In fact, there's no boundary. And so it is incumbent on every Nigerian to speak some measure of French. We're not saying be a graduate of French, but should be able to converse, be able to ask somebody, how are you? And that is why Dott TV has thought it wise to, come out a segment where we can teach our audience a little French. We have in the studio somebody who is an expert in that matter. She has been doing the work, talking about Mademoiselle Francois. She's Francisca Anthony. You're welcome to our studio.
Thank you, sir.
Ça va?
Thank you. Ça va bien?
Okay.
How are you doing today?
Doing well.
Good to have you, Francois.
I'm sure,
Yes,
I'm sure
merci.
everybody around knows about bonjour. They know about Mademoiselle.
Yes.
They know about. But let's see what you have. It's your time. Over to Francis Anthony as we learn some French this morning.
OK. Bonjour, chers téléspectateurs, et bonjour à tous. Et je m'appelle Mademoiselle Anthony Francisca et je suis votre présentatrice de aujourd'hui pour le français de débutant. Je vous dis français pour le débutant et c'est mon grand plaisir de retrouver cet programme ici. Bon, what am I saying? Let us go back tonight because we are all Nigerians. Yes. My name is Miss Anthony Francisca, and I will be your presenter on French for the beginners. Then here we have our beginning level. You know, French is one of the sweetest language ever. And before anything, avant que je continue, je vais commencer par l'alphabet. Before I start, I'll start with French alphabet. And we have l'alphabet français. Yes, French alphabet. French alphabet. Normally, we know that English alphabet is 26 and the consonant is also 20. Yes, while the vowels is 6. Right now, we are going to dive into our French alphabet. On va continuer à prendre les alphabets français et on commence. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, X, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. S'il vous plaît, avant que je continue encore, il faut répéter après moi. Before I continue again, please try to repeat after me. French is all about repetition, okay? Let's go once again. On continue. A, I hope you are there with me. B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L M O P Q R X T U V W X Y Z. Voila! C'est très facile, n'est-ce pas? That's very easy, right? Yes. But before then, there's one thing about French alphabet. G, there's some alphabet that sounds so very different. Like G in English, it is J. While J in English, it is G. So it's like turn it, like change it. G, J, J, G. Ça va? And W, because of its W, called V and V. W. Ça va? Oui. Et R. You see? R. It's not R. R. We pronounce, you make it to sound R. And E in English is O. 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 Okay. Encore une fois, let's go. Once more, let's go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, E, je répète, E, I, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, like car, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, X, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Voilà, c'est tout. Pour aujourd'hui, je vais arrêter ici. Pour aujourd'hui, I will stop here for today. Monsieur, et je vais arrêter ici aussi. Tu vois, l'alphabet français, il y a beaucoup de choses, mais quand on apprend petit à petit.
Petit à petit, oui. L'oiseau fait son nid.
C'est ça.
Okay, that does it for French
I have
today.
a question for her.
Okay.
You didn't touch the letter Y. So why is it pronounced that way? Can we have the letters again? So why we have Y?
Y.
Okay, Y.
Yeah.
Voilà.
Y.
That's it.
So why is it pronounced that way?
You know, French, that's how it says. Y.
That's what they call it.
You cannot just say Y.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y.
Yes,
Okay.
the K must come out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know
The
viewers
R-
out there
the
will
R
also
is
be
pronounced in the
asking.
roof of the tongue.
Voilà.
So instead of saying R, you say R.
Okay.
R.
R.
R. A, B, C, D, E.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J,
Oh,
K,
yes. The
L,
letter H is taking the sound
N-O-O-P-Q.
H. Voilà.
Beautiful. Voila.
All right. I am sure that when she comes back next time, we'll start from here again to remind us of what we've learned. Francisca, thank you for being there. I'm sure people are going to learn French because of
Merci
you.
aussi. De rien.
Your face is very attractive to learn French from.
Of course.
If it's me, they will not learn. I would have thought them,
Harry,
but
don't start.
They will not learn from me because I have a strong face. That does it for Le Français today. I'm sure she's going to come back alternate days. Today is Thursday. So we'll be having her on Tuesday. Tuesday and Thursdays for now, you'll be up with learning of French. Don't go away. Take note of the time and stay tuned. We'll come back. We'll continue with a conversation. Stay with us. Wake up with us every morning.
We'll bring you news at its peak.
Accurate and factual report.
Morning Dew, where every sunrise begins with inspiration and fresh perspectives.
Dott Entertainment, your weekly dose of pure fun, airing every Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Saturdays, 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. only on Dott TV.
We impose extra burden the masses. I feel your pain.
Only humility will lead us to unity, and unity will lead us to peace.
Go to the market and sell their products.
Wake up with us every morning.
We'll bring you news at its peak.
Accurate and factual report.
Morning Dew, where every sunrise begins with inspiration and fresh perspectives.
Wake up with us every morning.
We'll bring you news at its peak.
Accurate and factual report.
Morning Dew, where every sunrise begins with inspiration and fresh perspectives.
Wake up with us every morning.
We'll bring you news at its peak.
Accurate and factual report.
Morning Dew, where every sunrise begins with inspiration and fresh perspectives.
Yes, welcome back to our program, Morning Dew on Dott Television. We're evolving, and of course, we're introducing. We just let you into the study of French language, at least for a level of proficiency that can take you to Cotonou, and you buy a few adire without having to look for an interpreter. Now, we are going straight into something that is of interest. While reading the news, taking the news update, we came up with something curious from Jim Ike, a popular Nollywood actor in Nigeria, who said that, this issue of being an actor and then a celebrity tends to cloud your knowledge of God, make you to be less spiritual, because people are over-worshiping you. And then before you know it, pride, it goes into your head. You think that you are too much. Meanwhile, you cannot do without God. That's a statement that is going to touch everybody. And we think it's necessary to just look at it and a few other things happening in the entertainment industry. So we constrained our entertainment desk officer, Kira Eke, to be in the studio while we talk about that. Kira, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Can I shake hands with you?
Of course.
You are the lady in red this
Thank
morning.
you.
Good. I like you, Lunette.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank
you heard what I said just now.
Yes.
And I'm sure when we did the news update, you heard it.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Ike, of all people, most people would think he's not a spiritual person because, you know, we tend to interpret them in terms of the roles they act in films.
Yes,
you know,
absolutely.
the
And
bad
he's
boy,
he's the bad boy.
the gang leader,
True.
you know, the one who is always trying to do the bad thing.
The
come
cult
up,
leader.
Come up with shock or cult leader, harassing people. Now he is saying that, you know, the level of exposure that acting gives to you makes you to feel that you are God. Like he's there now.
Absolutely.
So he enters places, people are weeping and he's wondering, why are they weeping? Is it not me? So now, but there's a point in what he's saying.
Yes, absolutely.
Have you noticed most of these celebrities?
Yes.
That there's something about them. They tend to put on some air.
Absolutely. The position is a godlike position. People look up to you. You get people prefer you to be in a way that that they will always look up to you as the person that you do right. They look up to you as a person that this is an idol. So the case of Jim Ike is even small because we had the likes of Michael Jackson.
Okay.
We had the likes of Lucky Dube. We have the likes of Fela that people faint even before these people make a move.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So Jim Ike is saying this. That doesn't mean he is not spiritual because 2014, if I'm not mistaken, his mother passed.
Yes.
But before the mother passed, Jim Ike went to the Synagogue Church of All Nations. That was the late Apostle T.B. Joshua.
T.B. Joshua.
Yeah, T.B. Joshua. So after Prophet T.B. Joshua actually. After that, there was a controversy some years down the line where he said that he took it back. He preferred not to have gone for that experience with T.B. Joshua because we had images of him on the floor, supposedly or allegedly under the anointing, which he now said that some years down the line, which he now said that he intentionally didn't do that he was cajoled by people out of desperation to find cure for the mother's ailment. But yet still the mother died, which he was like, if he knew that the mother would die, nothing would have stopped. Yes, he wouldn't have exposed himself. So, but from this angle that he's talking about, I do understand it because the position is godlike. They look up to you. You can't even make
people you have
can't
entertained.
say
They
some
like
certain tweets because they'll say you should have known better. You should have. People look up to you to the extent that you're not even expected to support any party per se. They are very cautious before they
political
come
party.
out. Yeah, political party. They
But
always
we
be
have
cautious.
our own Okonkwo, our own Andis.
Yeah, but they are very. I'm talking about musicians, creatives in general. They are always very cautious about the party to support because if that party doesn't do as they said during the campaign, they will now bear the brunt of it. You should have done better. They did this to you.
Misled us.
But then again, they are human beings.
They are humans.
These people have mental problems just like normal human beings. These people have physical problems just like human beings. These people
have emotional challenges.
They have emotional challenges as well, like every other human being. But the fact that we feel like is the 1% of the 1%, and we feel like these people dine, communicate with the 1% of the 1% who are the rulers, the movers, the shakers of our society. So before you stand out and say or be yourself, you need to question, do we really want to see your real self? So I think that's the angle he was coming from when he said that.
Yes, of course, you are, whatever you are, whatever you become, don't forget God.
Absolutely.
God is the one that made a way for you to become whatever you became. So no matter how people worship you, let it not go into your head for you to think that you think yourself more highly than you are.
Yes.
That's the message is passing.
Absolutely.
All right. We were just behind the camera. We're discussing about this issue of celebrities who, I don't know whether to use the word, they find difficult to stay in marriage because it's an extension of the same thing when you are too full of yourself. So they don't stay in marriage. And then when they divorce, when they eventually separate, because some of them are not really divorced, I can't take it anymore does not amount to divorce.
Yeah,
you carry your load and leave your husband's house does not mean amount to divorce, because divorce, you follow through the process. Now it's become very expensive. Why is it that when they enter into marriage, they can't stay? Their marriage don't last. And even when it separates or it goes down, there is this issue of social media. Everybody is talking. This one is talking. Why can't they stay silent?
Well, like I said, these people are human beings like us. And another angle you should look at it is they are always in the public eye.
Okay.
So as an entertainer, believe it or not, there are people that are looking up to you for things not to be a certain way. You have opponents. It's like every business. It's entertainment business, right? So, but the issue you're talking about, let's take for instance the latest one, Uche Bodo. She's an actress. From that angle, another thing you should take into consideration is that we tend to demonize the women more when a marriage fails. But sometimes the men can say, okay, I'm fed up. I can't try anymore, right? And the woman have no other option but to, go
Maybe
her
agree
separate,
with you, or move on.
Or move on. So like you said, some of them are not divorced. Some of them are just separated. But then the issue of coming online to make it messy is what I say, maybe public validation.
Okay.
Let it be that everybody's tilting towards my own side.
Say I'm the cause of the divorce. So I have to explain
my case. Before Uche Bodo, I think a few weeks ago was Anita Joseph and her ex-husband MC Fish. So that one was messy.
There's also Two-Face and Annie Dibia.
I think Two-Face is like about, maybe let's just say 10 cases ago. This news about divorce and separation is almost like it's a weekly.
Why is it like that?
Well, because they have so many options. When you have options, you tend to feel like I can't handle you.
This guy.
Yes, like things that are supposed to be natural. Like everybody can't agree with you all the time.
Yeah.
Couples fight to make up.
Yeah.
You fight with your parents, your child.
That's
you understand?
Right. And you don't leave the family.
You don't. So when such things happen, you see, because they have options. The women think that, I have a lot of men in my DM who admire me.
Yeah.
Look at all of this, look at all of that, and you don't appreciate me. You don't buy me flowers, and then they tend to put the men on pedestal, like always constantly chasing happiness, validation from your wife. But then again, the men also are not saints themselves.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Especially the celebrity men.
Yes.
The same thing. You think that this woman, I bent over backwards to accept or to marry you. And then why are you?
Yes.
If you go away or if I kick you out, many are rushing to come in.
Yes, absolutely.
But it's not like that.
But then I think the worst part of it is when the man is an entertainer and the woman is also an entertainer. There's always clash of power. Who's going to bend? Whose fans are going to be more than the other fans? Who's going to, even in social media, you tend to see the fans trying to. It's not. Yes, this was in the case of Yul Edochie and also May.
That's why they call them online in-laws.
Do you understand? Yeah. So you see May's fans attacking Yul and Judy Austin. You see Judy Austin's fans and you're telling them we are Africans. So it's like a public validation. At a point, the people in the core front of this whole stuff, we have to now come out and say, please. Behind closed doors, we are chilled. You people are making our lives worse. So, but that is why it's also good when such things happen. Keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
Keep it to yourself. You don't need to know that your husband had a lot, bought a house, did this. We're also talking about the cases. Have you forgotten Peggy Overi? There's Peggy Overi and her ex-husband. When they got married, when the wedding happened, it was everywhere.
Yeah.
Now that they are no longer together, people are making mockery of the woman by bringing a video of when she knelt during her wedding and praising her husband, or the man that cannot cheat on me, and they are not trying to make fun of her. So things like this are reasons why.
I think there's a little lesson there.
Yeah.
But much as you are a public figure, there are certain aspects of your life that you don't make too public.
Yeah.
Because there are people who are following you, there are people who are idolizing you. Anything that hurts you hurts them, and then they are even ready to fight back on your behalf.
Absolutely.
Before you know it's a war of a colony of in-laws who don't
against
know how
in-laws.
you met, who don't know how you. Yes. So then to tail off, there's this aspect of what we hear. I know that I don't know how much we are into them.
Okay, what?
But we have heard whispers of issues of sexual harassment. Before you are given a role as a lady, you want to. We have seen some people who came out to speak up and say it's a difficult industry. They make it difficult for us. Now, have you heard such, and what could be the approach to such?
Well, yes, I have heard such. You'd be living under a rock to say you've not heard such allegations. I call them allegations because until proven.
Until proven,
So let's just say allegedly, right? So, and it's not also just pertinent to the female folks. Men also do face these things. Women can also be abusers.
Yes.
Yes. So
women can abuse men.
Yes.
How does that happen?
What? Yes, women can. Women
seen
can harass, not abuse. Harassment.
Have you seen a man who comes to say, a woman harassed me?
That is the case because that is toxic masculinity. That's toxic masculinity.
Most of the time, when a man is harassed, he's happy for it.
No. See, this is what I'm saying. This is toxic masculinity,
Okay.
where the society is teaching you, oh, you're a man. Patriarchy. Patriarchy kind of fights women, but also fights men. Society teaches you, oh, you're a man. You should chest it. Oh, look at that woman. You conquered.
Yes.
They teach men that to go through that topic or to be famous towards that angle means you are a conqueror.
Yes.
You divided it. You have conquered it. You deserve a mantle of authority for going through this forest and So when they are now harassed, how do you as a man with all that macho-ness come and say, what do you people call a woman? Because society always sometimes treats women as second-class citizens, right? We have had issues of that, but that's not why we're here today. So how do you as a man now come out without the macho-ness umbrella and say, this woman harassed me? Your boys will look at you. What are you saying?
Like you are crazy.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah.
You should be happy that such a woman found you desirable. You didn't even have to spend. You didn't even have to push. Yes, you didn't even have to push. You just went and you got
platter.
But meanwhile, the man inside didn't like what happened.
Yeah.
Boys are sexually abused. Guess what? By men still.
Okay. That's another realm.
That's another realm completely. So in the industry, it's not just women that are sexually harassed or harassed in general, allegedly. Men also get it. How do we push this? We need to have more women in places of power.
Okay.
Right? Women that have gone through these things, these experiences, and know how it feels to be under such experience. And also, we have to put in check when people come out to say that they're abused or they've been abused.
Yes.
Do not ridicule them.
Okay. Yeah, don't stigmatize.
Don't stigmatize them.
Yeah.
Also, I am the person that stands for if somebody do come out and give a false rape accusation, she should also be held accountable.
Definitely.
Because what you're doing is stopping the real people that had these experiences from being believed and getting justice from speaking up. So if you come and say that this happened and we actually check it, cross-check it, and it never happened, you should, as a woman, also be held accountable. By law, you should be punished so that it will stop the other deterrents from doing the same thing.
Okay.
So that you can give voice to the women that are, or the men also, that are truly going through these things.
Yeah.
Because when such things happen and it comes out to be like, oh, you're lying, next person may actually be abused, coming out to say, oh, I was harassed by so and so.
And they
oh,
say that's another lie.
Oh, yeah, just 2 months ago, this person said that, this person said, please, you people have started again. See? So I feel like to stop other women from falsely accusing people that didn't actually do such, you should punish them when it's being found out that they lied. Absolutely. So, yeah.
All right, a word for celebrities at your level. I would still give them my words. Because too much exposure has a way of causing problems. So, on way they can handle their fame, as it were.
Is it fame personally or fame with a marriage or generally?
Everything, because inability to handle fame is what makes marriage to break. You think that you are too much
options
for your spouse, or you can't take this from this person because I am too much, So to handle their fame.
Yeah, okay. I would say learn to differentiate between the business of entertainment and your personal life. It will save you a lot. It will also cost you a lot if you don't know how to do that. Separate them, the man in front of the camera and the man with his family. So do you understand? Let's not forget that average men also do have options, right? So yes, but as a celebrity and entertainer, differentiate this and play along when is time to. If you're with your family, be a loving father and
be the man of your
husband. Be the man, be the protector, the provider of your home. If you're outside, be the entertainer that you are. It's a talent. So use your talent. Without your talent, you will still be you. If I change your talent magically, and also so learn how to differentiate between personal, family life, and also entertainment life. One man that I look up to that have done this very well. Okay, two men actually, Olu Jacobs and Pete Edochie. So yeah. Well, even though Pete gave birth to your, but yes, Pete Edochie. Yes.
All right. I will add my voice as a clergy.
Oh yes.
People don't know that I'm a pastor.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, too much of everything is bad. And the Bible says, don't think of yourself more highly than you are. And that is what celebrity fame does to people. They think that they are more than human. We found some of them who position themselves as if they are very human. Before you need, they're overtaken by cancer. They are hiding.
True.
So just know always that you are human. And whatever you have become, God allowed you to become. And then stay humble and then stay, effective in whatever you are doing. People will love you. You love yourself. You love your family. Yeah, that does it for this little chit-chat on entertainment. Okay, we call it entertainment gist.
Yes. It's
good to be on set with you.
Thank you.
Well, viewer, stay tuned. We'll be back with another conversation. Wake up with us every morning.
We'll bring you news at its peak.
Accurate and factual report.
Morning Dew, where every sunrise begins with inspiration and fresh perspectives.
Wake up with us every morning.
We'll bring you news at its peak.
Accurate and factual report.
Morning Dew, where every sunrise begins with inspiration and fresh perspectives.
Yes, welcome back. We are moving from that entertainment segment to something more serious. Looking at our society today, we see a lot of abuse of human rights. Some people don't know their rights. Some don't know where their rights stops and where the rights of the other begins. And people are just carrying on. A lot of bullying here and there, harassment here and there. And of course, some people have taken it upon themselves based on their knowledge and their feelings to say, we want to see how we can enforce human rights, protect the rights of people, especially those whose rights are infringed upon. That's why we have in the studio somebody we can describe as a human rights activist in the person of Comrade Efemena Umukoro. He's a member of the Conference for the Actualization of Human Rights. You're welcome to our studio.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good morning.
Good
Thanks
to see
for
you.
having me.
Yes. You are really an activist.
Yes,
Anybody will do
see you
anyhow,
once
they say
again.
anyhow.
Exactly.
All right, before we continue with our conversation, we have a clip we want to show you, a case of such abuse of human rights. And of course, I think they're directly involved in pursuing it. Let's watch the clip. We'll come back to have our conversation.
5 police officers appeared before Justice M. Ndoka of the Delta State High Court for Asaba Judicial Division over the alleged killing of Ogenemine Ogidi. The first defendant, ASP Usman Nuhu, was arraigned on the one-count charge of murder. The four other defendants, ASP Oloko Daro Pamo, ASP Oko Kelechi, Inspector Goodluck Kinsley, and Inspector Omonihu Agoyebi were arraigned on charges of negligent acts causing harm. All 5 defendants pleaded not guilty when the charges were read to them. Following their pleas, Justice M. Ndoka adjourned the matter to July 14, 2026 for the commencement of hearing. Counsel to the applicants and counsel to the defendants later spoke with journalists after court proceedings.
Defendants have been arraigned today. They've taken their plea and they are entitled, they are pled not guilty. But our case is very straightforward. Nobody has the right to make himself the accuser, the judge, and the executioner. What he has done amounts to mob justice, and we can't stand for that. We intend to pursue this case diligently and speedily, and I will urge all citizens and residents of our dear states to remain calm and just await the outcome of the process. And we're very ready for our trial. We'll be calling our witnesses on that day. And I assure you that we are truly, truly very prepared. What happened was very abhorrent. We are happy with the conduct, but of course, he has the right to come to court and then, of course, plead his case. At the end of the day, we are sure that justice will be served in this case.
They took their pleas. The matter has been adjourned to the 14th. So on that 14th, we'll come back for trial and then other processes.
The case is expected to resume on July 14th when the court begins hearing evidence from both the prosecution and the defense. Reporting from
Yes, welcome back. I'm sure you followed through with that. That is the mother of Ogene Mina. Do you say murder or killing, whatever you call it, is unalived. And is a typical case of infringement on somebody's human rights. I don't know. Are you involved in that case?
Deeply involved, yes.
Deeply involved.
Yes.
I like that. So can you just state the areas of infringement in that case?
First of all, the Nigerian Constitution gives rights to human life.
Yeah.
You have rights to life.
Okay.
And that is what I will use the word Mr. because it's already a dismissed police officer, Nur Usman, became the judge in his own case, became the executioner in his own case, became the complainant in his own case. By taking the life of that young man without allowing due process, without allowing investigation.
No right to fair hearing.
No right of fair hearing because he has an intent of something he wants to cover. That act is murder, infringing on the fundamental human rights of that young man to live. That is the right of life.
Now, can you, for those who are not very conversant with the case, can you just state it? What transpired? How did the death come?
Okay. First of all, Ogene got a phone call from a friend who stays in Port Harcourt, Bayelsa State, that he should help him to pick up a baby at the Warri Park. So, according to the parents of Ogene, when myself, Comrade Harrison Gwamushu, went to visit them, the mother said she was even the one who gave Mine transport fare. That he said one of his big bros that used to assist him financially sent him on an errand. So he went to the park. He picked up the parcel.
Yeah.
After picking up the parcel, he got another call that he should send the parcel to Saple to meet Desmond, one Mr. Desmond. And then when he got there, you know, when you bring a parcel, they weigh the parcel. They now asked him, what is the content?
of the parcel.
Mine said it was baby clothes. So looking at the weight of that thing, it could not be baby clothes. An argument came up. Finally, they said, okay, let us search. On searching, they now found...
That's in the office, at the park there?
Park, yes.
Who was searching now, police or...
No, the park, how do they call
the
officials?
The park officials.
Yes, the Wavy, yes.
Yeah.
So when they now searched, they now found a Beretta pistol and bullets. So as at the time, the area commander came to Warri in person of ACP Ali Shaba. He had a meeting with logistics management and told them that before you send any parcel out of Warri, please, it is mandatory that you check what the person is sending, you know, in order to help to checkmate crime and criminality.
Yes.
So in line with that directive that the area commander has given them, they immediately reached out to the police to somebody came to our park to send a baby.
Yes.
Remember, he picked the baby and he wants to send out. So the area commander immediately called the surveillance team headed by dismissed ASP
Mr.
Nur Usman, aka Ogbegbe. As at that time, his other colleague were not around. So he called vigilante in person of Mr. Ife and Mr. Godwin.
Go ahead without calling names.
Okay. He called those guys. They now went for their arrest. On getting there, before they got there, the park persons, they've already tied this man. So indirectly or directly to say, Ogene Mine was not a threat. He's not a threat.
Yes, his arms were already tied.
Yes. He was not violent because there's no excuse. I want you to make it clear so to understand that it was intentional. It was not violent. Instead of taking him to the station for the purpose of breaking the chain of investigation. At first, he rocked his rifle to shoot. The rifle jammed. Did about 3 times. He watched that clip until he now finally took out 1 bullet. That's intentional acts. Fixed it in and shot the young man in the hand. It came from here. As at that time, the young man did not die. He took the young man to the police station. Now, somebody sent you on an error. Custody demands that when you come back, you go and report. I've seen the person. Oh,
Yes.
I did not see the person. Oh. You didn't even give a feedback to the area commander.
Area commander.
You immediately shot this young man 3 times again at the police station. It was the gunshot that the area commander heard. He now ran down. What happened? Why did you kill him? He said, we see gun. Immediately, the area commander disarmed him, detained him, called the CP. The CP instructed that they should be moved immediately to
Abuja.
Asaba.
Okay.
Before 3 days later, the issue came to social media.
Everywhere.
And the rest is history.
So now that you are looking for the person you are trying to defend is right now, because that's what you would do.
Yes.
What rights is a man going to have, a man who is dead? What are you pursuing? What are you looking for?
First of all, injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere. If we don't pursue these rights, it will not serve as deterrence to other police officers.
Okay.
They will think that they have rights to take the life of any person at any time. And as human rights activists, it is our job to ensure that all the human rights that is in the Constitution from 33 to 48 is being respected.
Okay.
Because rights are not privileges.
Okay.
There's a clear difference between rights and privileges. Rights is inborn. It is your personal liberty.
Yeah.
And Mr. Nuru has infringed on the fundamental human rights of that man.
Okay.
The main reason why we're pursuing this case to a logical end is to ensure that no matter who you are, no matter who you know, no matter your influence, if you commit a crime, you'll be accountable.
All right.
I think
wait,
this...
just before you come in, now, one of the aspects of justice you want to achieve is that it serves as deterrent.
Yes.
Now, for the family of Ogenemine, what will amount to justice? What will amount to reparation or restoration of his rights?
Justice to the family of Ogenemine is to see that the young man, remember, this is not the first time the police is unaliving member of that family.
Okay.
They did one, the elder brother
of that family?
Yes.
Ah.
Mina is the second person being killed in that family. Justice to this family will mean seeing the person who did this to our child being punished.
Okay.
That's number one. And
What,
that is
what
the,
level of punishment are we looking at here?
we're looking at straight,
Whatever the law will prescribe?
yes. And the laws are there.
Yeah.
There's nothing like life imprisonment. It should be sentenced to death.
Okay.
That is
life for life.
Yes. There's nothing like, we don't want that life imprisonment. Murder is condemned to death.
Okay.
And we're going to ensure that we pursue it in that last statement is made.
Now,
that is where the
are
family
are we expecting any kind of compensation to the family as part of the justice we are pursuing?
Well, I don't prescribe that. Okay. That's my kind of person. Because one, the family in all our negotiation or discussion with them, there was never a time that they demanded for anything.
Okay.
You understand me? What the family just said, it's justice. Getting this man in prison.
Answer for what you
because no amount of money you want to bring can buy the life of that young man.
That's true. But I know that in certain cases when maybe somebody is killed, they say
maybe the state government or
most time state government, good-spirited Nigerians can do that.
House of Reps member of that very constituency
can do that.
Yes.
But for the Nigerian police, you know, the new pattern that some persons have now is when they kill, they go and settle with the family financially. Once you settle with the family, you can't pursue the case in court. That is, you have to go and withdraw the case. And
they're settling out of court.
You understand me? And that is not what we want in this case. We want...
When you say we?
We.
Who are
the human rights community and the family.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, and I also think because if Nuhu Usman did not, get punished or serve, justice is not served at this point, it won't, curb this issue of, extrajudicial killing among police officers, because this same issue was what erupted the NSAS. I think in 2020 or so.
2020.
Yes, that erupted NSAS in both Delta State and Lagos and Nigeria at large. So issues like this need to be curbed. They need to be looked into, and not infringing on the rights of citizens, harmless citizens at that. This boy, if you look at the picture, the boy was already tied. Why going ahead to even shoot him in the first place? He's harmless. He can't run. His defense is not threatening. It's not a threat anymore. So why not take him and make him pass through or go through the right process or channels of of the law? And if he's being guilty or if he wants to plead not guilty, we'll see all that. So I think we're using this medium to really call on the federal government, however they want to do it from the security arm of it. So, look into this issue and ensure justice is served.
All right. We look at what you're doing. Now, you say you are into,
human rights.
Actualization of human rights.
Yes.
Everything you do in life costs money.
Yes.
If, for instance, you are pursuing the case, I'm sure when there's a court case, you attend.
Yes.
You visit the family. All these ones, where is the money come from?
Exactly. Thank you very much. I always tell people, I say, human rights activism.
Yes.
Before you become a human rights activist, you must have a good source of livelihood.
Okay. You must have made your own money.
Because if you don't have your livelihood, you are going to sell justice because of poverty.
For 1 naira.
Yes. So it is a voluntary service whereby you come out using your own finance.
Okay.
Because you don't expect, for instance, the family of Ogenemine. In this case, you don't expect them to give you 1 naira.
Okay.
Pursuing justice is expensive.
What if they give you won't take?
No.
Okay. Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
Justice is very, very expensive.
Okay.
You must be able to sacrifice. Like the day we went to Warri, myself and Comrade Harrison, we had over 6 cars. We fueled the cars. We brought BBC in. We brought, that's BBC Pidgin. Yes. BBC, yes.
You didn't pay for it?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
That is because we have collaboration with these media houses, because this is a case of public interest.
Yeah.
So those kind of cases, we don't pay for it. We brought in Channels TV, we brought in News Central.
Just like we're bringing you in here now.
You understand?
We're not charging you.
Exactly.
We are nice guys here.
Of course. Because it also helps to enlighten members of the public of their rights and how to protect their rights. Because one thing is to know your rights. Another thing is to have the mechanism to protect your rights. So this kind of program or forum teaches our people the practical step to take in protecting their rights. And also it gives room to advising security agents, because there's a whole lot in this thing.
Whole gamut,
I think I want to say it clearly. It's a systemic problem. This Nuru Usman happens to be a policeman. I reported 2 months before that incident.
On what issue?
It was my complaint that made the former commissioner of police to transfer him from JC, where he was extorting, intimidating, and harassing the Orobo youth in JC.
Okay.
Now, what really happened in that case? It is also a gun-related issue.
So you mean to say he has been a gun runner?
Gun runner all this while. Now,
because in this case of Ogedemine, I think he's trying to silence the process
of investigation.
Yes.
Remember, where Mine, if you listen to the video, you heard when Mine said, I go take you go the place now, Saple a day. If you know Saple and JC, the proximity, they are very, very close. Yeah. Nuru worked in JC before. There's a tendency that he knows a lot about those gun racketing in that area. Now, on the very case I reported to the command, because I always tell people this thing, the evil you fail to destroy today will destroy you tomorrow.
We face it tomorrow.
Usman Nuru is that evil the Delta State Police Command refused
to deal with
yesterday, and it's hurting them today. What happened in that case? A young man was alleged to be a cultist. Nuru Usman and his DPU.
In JC that time.
In JC that time. What is his name?
Go ahead. Forget about names. Just tell your story.
They went there. They got this young man arrested. According to them, they said they searched the young man's house. They recovered a gun, a quarter-size gun, locally made gun. At the end of the day, they discussed with the family, and then the family of Israel, they demanded for 2.5 million. The family...
Who was demanding?
The police.
Okay.
The family now paid 2.5 million. Usman now told his IPU, because he's a team head, now told the IPU, who is an honorable man as well, Tobori, he now said, tell them that in the evening, they should come, we'll release them in the evening. We don't want to release this boy during the daytime. In the evening came, they did not release the young man. The next morning, they now increased the bail from 2.5 to 5 million. That was when the family now got angry. So the magistrate in charge of that area, you said, I'm a very practical person.
No, don't call names.
I like
go ahead. Tell your story.
The magistrate came to do the normal judiciary process, whereby the magistrate comes to see if you don't have any case to answer, you release. So when the IPO came, the magistrate came, the file that they brought was quite different from what
the police that is involving the other person.
So the magistrate, in our own wisdom, said the young man should be released unconditionally. Remember, they've collected 2.5 million. If they obey the magistrate order, they have to refund that money.
Okay.
That was when they now told the magistrate that this case is to go to Asaba, and they are transferring the case that day. The family now heard. The family now raised alarm. A prominent politician from that area, since you said that you don't now called me. This is what is happening to our people. Our people are being oppressed, being intimidated. I said, okay, immediately I called the DPU. He denied. And I had to call the CP. The CP now ordered everybody to come. It was glaring. The young lady who paid the money, that is Israel's younger sister, was there. Look at the money. And mind you, where God caught them.
She came with proof.
Yes.
Of what?
Where God caught them, when the young man in cell, they brought the young man to use his phone to make a transfer while in detention. And you are not allowed
to use phone in detention.
So we're able to track this money. The command promised me then that they are going to do everything logical to ensure that these policemen are dealt with. The DPO, they say, then was transferred. And Usman and all that. So I was expecting that a proper punishment would have been meted on him.
On
Nuru, so that next time he would not go back to commit the same crime. But guess what, sir? They took him from JC, that is a village. They now took him to Efro. It's like encouraging him.
Making him a bigger fish.
Yes. It's like telling him you can steal, but don't be caught.
Okay.
And me, I was not even aware that he has been moved to Warri.
You wanted them to take excuse from you to post their man?
No.
I think that's outside your purview.
No. The reason why I said I am not aware is because the case was still on.
Yeah.
And I was meant to understand that he was in detention.
Okay.
I never knew.
That's the new.
Yes.
Okay.
I never knew that he was not in detention. He has been moved.
He has been promoted.
Let me use the word. Yes. He has been moved. Now, it was when he now killed Ogenemine That was when I
his cup became overflowing.
Yes.
Is it not the same no?
The same no. So you know when God the gods wants to punish you, first made you mad.
Make the person mad.
God wants to punish him. That is why somebody videoed.
All right.
Remember, if there was no video evidence,
it would have been difficult.
difficult.
And there was a time that even the IG gave go ahead that if the police officers are behaving funny around, you can film them.
Yes, but our people, you know, when the IG gave that directive, I did a video.
Okay.
And after that, my video, I think 3 days later, the IG came back to re-amend his statement.
Okay.
Our people, if you give them one chance, they will take chances.
Yes.
A policeman can be sitting down, eating. You carry phone, they go video around.
Yeah.
The policeman also has the right to privacy.
The man who is on duty.
You understand me?
Yeah.
The policeman also has rights
to eat. He has right to be hungry.
Yes. So our people sometimes we misuse this instrument that ought to protect us.
Okay.
So that was why the IG came back again to before you make video, there are some certain conditions.
Okay. What are the conditions?
Maybe you want to have a proof.
Yeah.
Altercation.
Yeah.
Altercation.
When you're having altercation with the police.
Yes.
You can record it.
To get your own evidence. Yeah. You can.
All right. So much on this extrajudicial. Now, when we talk about extrajudicial killing, is it only involving police or there are other cases of extrajudicial this thing? We'll talk about that when we come back. Okay. Let's just take a breather. Please, we'll go on break. When we come back, we'll continue with the conversation. Wake up with us every morning.
We'll bring you news at its peak.
Accurate and factual report.
Morning Dew, where every sunrise begins with inspiration and fresh perspectives.
Wake up with us every morning.
We'll bring you news at its peak.
Accurate and factual report.
Morning Dew, where every sunrise begins with inspiration and fresh perspectives.
Yes, welcome back. We have been with Efemena Umukoro, who is a human rights activist. And of course, we are looking at the rights of the individuals, how we can protect them, how we can help them. And then we are looking at this one. When we talk about extrajudicial killing, is it only about police? Or can you describe other areas
First of all,
we can identify extrajudicial killing?
Extrajudicial killing is the killing. It is the intentional act of taking the life of somebody without a court.
Okay,
judgment.
without a court.
It's
a
not
court
only
judgment.
associated with the police.
Okay.
It's associated to military, any security agent that bears arm, government officials that take life of a person without due process.
What about the community? Let's say a community, for instance, where somebody steals and then they are taking
Mob action.
Mob action, and
yes,
it may not be mob action. A king can say, because he has done this against our tradition, go and kill him.
That is extrajudicial killing. Okay. That is where the definition I just gave that covers it. So it's not about police or military. By the time you take the life of somebody without a court order, without a court judgment, rather, it is
convicting the person for death. Now, what other things constitute the rights of human beings that your activism covers?
Rights to life.
Okay.
Number one. Rights to your religion.
Okay.
Rights to freedom of association.
Okay.
I have rights for instance, to join Red Cross Society.
Or APC.
Or APC. Or PDP.
Can I see you avoiding that? you have right to join APC.
You have rights to own a property anywhere in Nigeria.
Okay.
It's
as a Nigerian.
Yes, as a Nigerian, it's a fundamental human rights. Because of time, from section 33 to 46, that is where your different rights
are stated.
Are listed. Yes.
So now, you have been involved in this activity.
Yes.
What are the other things you covered, apart from this one we mentioned? What are the other cases that you covered and then you got justice and you are satisfied doing this work?
The girl child.
Okay.
Defilement, rape.
Okay.
There was a particular case where the rapist was the one who called me.
Okay.
That he's been intimidated by the police, blah, 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 blah. They are lying on him, this and that and that. I said, I got to the station. I interviewed the rapist. I interviewed the DPU. I brought in the little girl.
Yes.
With all facts from the little girl, it was clear
that he raped her.
What he has refused to accept. The police now took medical sample. Now, the young man has an infection. The same infection was found in the girl.
Little girl.
So I insisted on the DPU charge to court. Not be who first call human rights activists, they win.
9 they win case.
Yeah.
It was when we were in court.
Yes.
The guy knew that we were serious. He now called the police. Now only one snap now do. I said,
wonderful young man.
I said, okay, put it down.
Put it in writing.
And to the glory of God, I also want to use this medium to thank Barrister Chindi. She was the one, Ogechi Shindi, she was the one who did that case for free.
Okay.
And we got justice, the young man is in Saple prison. So apart from extrajudicial killing, any infringements of fundamental human rights of a person, it's our duty to ensure that we come and defend that right against all odds.
Now, in human rights activism, there are prospects, there are problems.
Yes.
What are the basic challenges that you face? You want to talk about them as somebody, because in Nigeria, as we are now,
intimidation.
Anybody who wants to do good, if you are doing good, you have a lot of enemies. So, what are the challenges you have? Break them down.
First of all, as a human rights activist, intimidation from government.
Government?
Yes.
Why government?
Yes. For instance, you see that a politician is not doing this particular thing well.
Okay.
And then you, as an activist, you come out to see AYZ road has not been done. Why was it not done? The next thing, they will use cyber stalking law.
Wait. Road.
Yes.
Not being done. Calling that thing. Is that an infringement on somebody's right?
Yes! The citizen is our right to have these amenities.
Okay.
We voted you in for you to use our tax to better our life.
Okay.
And then this money, you put it in your pocket.
How do
refuse.
You know it's in their pockets?
I'm coming now.
Because
the budgets
we
are there.
Somebody here who said it's LECO by LECO. that government attends to issues little by little.
No.
So are you sure?
For instance, now
your own is not waiting because they are attending to other places.
No. For instance, now you see a road being approved.
Okay. Okay. If the road is already approved in the budget,
yes,
money is paid out and it's not done. Okay, I understand you. But to say you are taking government to account because your road is not tarred, I don't think that's human rights now.
Okay. I'm coming now.
Yeah.
You see the budget.
Yes.
This road, we have seen so many projects that they will say completed and nothing has been done.
Yes. Okay. All right. Maybe we'll find time to get you on the program.
So the human rights activists is just to checkmate the government, make them to do the right thing at the right time.
Not only government, everybody.
Everybody.
All right. Thank you. That's the much we can have on this conversation for reasons best known to us. We have been with Comrade Efemena Umukoro, who is a human rights activist. I want to wish you well because doing good in this country is very costly, very expensive. From the way Success is talking, I'm sure she's your ally. She's a human rights activist. Well, viewer, join us tomorrow for another edition of Morning Dew. That's how we're going to end it all today. Be with us tomorrow. Success, you have a word.
Okay. What I want to say is, let's just try as much as possible to make Nigeria a better place for us all to live in. Do have a wonderful day.
Bye for now. Wake up with us every morning.
We'll bring you news at its peak.
Accurate and factual report.
Morning Dew, where every sunrise begins with inspiration and fresh perspectives.